If you're interested in house hacking, you've come to the right place. Here are 5 tips on finding the perfect house hack. Finding the right property is crucial to your success in your house hacking journey. Not every house is suitable for house hacking, so it's essential to understand kind of what to look for and what not to look for. So tip number 1 is consider the location. But location is essential for house hacking in particular because in the game of real estate, location, location, location. You hear about it all the time, but it's especially important when you're house hacking because not only are you looking for an area that has high growth or is very unlikely to go down in value, but you're also looking for areas that are desirable for renters. First and foremost, you got to remember that you are going to be living in this property as well. So don't automatically just start looking for properties that are desirable for renters. But it is very important to take these things into consideration when you are looking to buy that first house hack, or the second for that matter. Tip number 2, evaluate the condition of the property. Look for properties that are in good shape or need minor repairs. Sometimes the sweet spot is finding those properties that just need a little bit of cosmetic work rather than a full gut job. But again, remind yourself, you're going to be living in this property too, so make sure it suits your needs as well. But it's definitely important to, at least when you're making an offer, make sure that you do an inspection or have somebody come along with you when you're going to see the property. Tip number 3, analyze the rental income potential. This is probably the biggest benefit to house hacking is the rentability and the rental income that it can provide for you. Some house hack properties you're going to be able to cash flow while living there, and some you're not going to be able to. But nonetheless, if you're not cash flowing while you're house hacking, that's okay. At least you're going to be getting some rental income from those renters. It's okay if it doesn't cover all of the expenses. That's totally fine because when you move out, someone is going to be replacing where you were living. And that's when you're going to start cash flowing if you aren't already. It's very easy to go out and get the data or look at what else is renting for what around the area that you're looking to purchase. So when you're looking at a property and maybe thinking about purchasing it, look at what your costs are going to be with your mortgage, your property taxes, your home insurance, etc., etc. Because whatever your mortgage is and whatever the rentability is for it, that's going to be the difference in what you're going to cash flow or if you're not going to cash flow. So when you're running the numbers, it's important to look at what the rentability is or what your property could rent for. Tip number 4, look for multifamily or multi-unit properties. When you're house hacking, you are purchasing that property as a primary residence and you are going to live in it. So when it comes to owner-occupied financing or a property that you're going to live in, conventional loans only cover up to 4 units. So you can purchase a single family home, condo, a townhome, a duplex, triplex, or fourplex. When it comes to financing, in the eyes of the lending community, anything above 4 units is going to be considered a commercial property. In these kinds of properties, 2 to 4 units is ideal for house hacking because you can live in one of the units and rent out the other ones. You get your privacy, and then the other units pay for your mortgage because it's all under one roof. And for your first property, if you're not comfortable going up to a duplex, triplex, or fourplex, buy a single family home or a townhome to start. And later on, once you have gotten comfortable with this method, you can start to scale up a little bit if you want. And lastly, tip number 5 is to work with a real estate professional. Number 1, we can help you negotiate when it comes to offering on a property. 2, we're local experts. We understand what you're looking for and we can help you out when it comes to finding that property that has the rentability and in the location that you want. But don't just pick any realtor. Find somebody that understands the investment side of real estate as well, or at least somebody that has experience with renters or investment properties, because they're going to be an awesome tour guide when it comes to showing you how this whole thing works. And a little fun fact, you as the buyer do not pay for the buyer's agent's commission. So a buyer's agent will work for you for free. And this is kind of a double whammy because not only are they helping you buy a property, but they're also giving you insight on the rental side of it as well. A realtor or a real estate professional in your area helping you do this is going to be a huge asset to you. So to wrap this up, finding the perfect house hack property does take a little bit of work, it does take some time, but ultimately it's worth it in the end. I can vouch from experience. When you're considering the location, the condition, the rentability, what kind of property, multifamily or single family, and then also finding that realtor that's going to help you through each step of the process is a great recipe for success when it comes to purchasing a house hack. If you found this video helpful, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, go check out my other videos, tons of resources on my channel. We'll see you next time.